You know, every single night, millions of us go to bed without realizing we might be putting our hearts at risk. So what if I told you that something as simple as how you sleep could be the difference between waking up healthy or not waking up at all, especially if you're over 60? Okay, let's get right into this.
We tend to think that major health events like strokes or heart attacks just happen, that they're random. But that's not the full picture. The way you sleep tonight could either be your heart's best friend or its worst enemy. So the really important question is, do you even know which one you're choosing?
Now get a load of this number. This is a real wake-up call. Research shows that a staggering 72% of strokes happen either while you're asleep or in that first hour after you wake up. That is not a coincidence, folks. It's a huge, flashing warning sign that something can go very, very wrong during those quiet hours. So what's going on here? Why does sleep suddenly become this danger zone as we get older? Well, after 60, our bodies just aren't the same. Our blood vessels get stiffer, and our body produces about 47% less nitric oxide. And that's the superstar compound that keeps our arteries flexible and the blood flowing nicely. This means blood can start to pool, pressure builds up, and clots can form, all while we're completely unaware.
This brings us to a really crucial countdown. We're going to go through the most common sleep positions and rank them from the absolute worst for your heart to the very best. So you're going to want to pay close attention because there's a good chance your go-to sleep position is actually working against you.
All right, let's start with the two absolute worst offenders. First up, stomach sleeping. This is, and I'm not exaggerating, a cardiovascular disaster. It can slash your heart's output by 23% and force it to work 30% harder all night long. On top of that, you're twisting your neck for hours, which can literally squeeze the arteries supplying blood to your brain. Then you've got sleeping flat on your back. It seems harmless, right? But after 60, it makes your heart fight against gravity just to get blood back from your legs. And it skyrockets the risk of sleep apnea by 67%. That's linked to a 39% higher risk of a major cardiovascular event.
Now, you might be thinking, okay, I'll sleep on my side, I'm safe. Well, you're on the right track, but which side you choose makes a world of difference. When you sleep on your right side, you're actually putting a little kink in your aorta, which is the main highway for blood in your body. It's kind of like bending a garden hose. Sure, water gets through, but the flow just isn't what it should be.
And this isn't just theory, this has a massive real-world impact. Listen to this story about Linda. She's 74. She was having these terrifying heart palpitations every single night. Doctors ran all the tests, couldn't find a thing wrong. So the only thing she changed was switching from sleeping on her right side, a habit she'd had her whole life, to her left. And get this, 3 weeks later, the palpitations were just gone, completely. It wasn't a miracle cure, it was just simple physics.
So now, let's get to the good stuff. The solution. The simple, incredibly powerful advantage of sleeping on your left side. This isn't about buying fancy pillows or gadgets. It's about finally working with your body's natural design.
It all boils down to a really simple piece of anatomy that we all learned in school. Your heart isn't right in the middle of your chest, is it? Nope. It's tilted over to the left, and that little detail is the key to everything. And it doesn't stop there. The aorta, that main artery I mentioned, comes out of the top of the heart and makes a big U-turn to the left before it heads down to the rest of the body. You see the pattern here? The body has a clear preference for the left side.
So, when you put it all together, sleeping on your left side means gravity is now helping your heart push blood into that big, left-curving aorta. Instead of fighting uphill, the blood just flows downhill. It's that simple. And studies show this one little change can improve your heart's efficiency by an amazing 17%. Your heart literally gets to take it easy all night long.
But here's the thing, just rolling over to your left is great, but it's only part of the story. To really, truly bulletproof your heart while you sleep, we need to build the #1 optimal sleep system. We're going to combine a few simple tweaks to create a seriously powerful protective effect.
Here it is, the whole shebang, the ultimate cardiovascular sleep position. Step 1, you got to elevate your upper body about 15 to 20 degrees. Step 2, of course, sleep on your left side. Step 3, stick a pillow between your knees. This keeps your spine and hips aligned. Step 4, a small pillow under your ribs takes the pressure off your shoulder. And finally, Step 5, the secret weapon, a little pre-sleep leg elevation. So what happens when you do all that? Well, a landmark study looked at this exact system and the results were just wow. This protocol reduced the overall risk of cardiovascular events by a massive 43% over a 3-year period. That's a life-changing number, and it's not from a pill, it's from simple mechanics. And the stories from people who've tried this are just as incredible. Take James. He's 68.
He'd already had a minor stroke and was living in constant fear of another one. After he started the system, his wife said his nighttime blood pressure readings were the best they'd been in 5 years. So good, in fact, his doctor started talking about taking him off some of his medications. That's huge.
Now I want to talk about that most unique part of the system, pre-sleep leg elevation. All this means is, before you turn in for the night, you lie on your back and prop your legs up for about 15 minutes. That's it. This drains all the fluid that's pooled in your ankles and calves all day, which immediately lowers your heart's workload. And here's a great bonus. It can cut those middle-of-the-night bathroom trips by more than half.
Okay, so this is all great information, but information without action is useless, right? So the most important part is actually doing something with this. And the best part is, you don't have to wait. Let's build your action plan so you can start protecting your heart literally tonight.
Look, you don't need any special gear for this. To get started tonight, just do these 3 simple things. 1. Grab 3 or 4 firm pillows and stack them up to create a nice, gentle incline for your torso. 2. When you get into bed, make a real, conscious effort to fall asleep on your left side. And 3. Grab any spare pillow you've got and stick it between your knees. That's it. You can do that tonight.
And you're going to feel the benefits faster than you think. I mean, within just a few days, you'll probably notice you're not getting up to use the bathroom as much, and maybe that puffiness in your face and hands in the morning is gone. Give it a week, and you'll likely feel more rested and clear-headed. By week 2, you might actually see better blood pressure numbers. And after a month, you could have measurably better cardiovascular health. So it really all comes down to this. We spend a full third of our lives in bed. We can either let that be a passive, high-risk time, or we can actively turn it into 8 hours of healing, recovery, and protection for our heart. The choice is 100% yours, and it really does start tonight. So, are you going to make it count?